Now back to Angel and Eric, the Experience Pros.
Welcome back to the Experience Pros Radio Show with Angel and Eric. Very nice to have you along with us today. Very exciting. It's New Year.
It is New Year. It's a new you, a clean slate. We're all back to work. We're all excited and ready to go. So, of course, we brought in the most excited person we know about helping you grow your business. Darrell Stern, the president of Stern LLC, responsive web design, inbound marketing, content marketing, social media marketing, and all around excited, great guy. Darrell, welcome back.
Boom, 2017.
Happy New Year.
We get to go to prom this year.
Wait, what?
She's not 16 anymore. It's 17. Now we get to go to prom.
Did you see the meme?
With our new century.
The meme of, what was it, from The Sound of Music? 16 going on 17.
16, right. I'm 16 going on 17.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Here we are. Here we are.
Darrell, what's on your mind today?
Well, what's on my mind today is over the past 2 years, I've been doing a lot of brand strategy work and copywriting work with my new clients and my current clients, and I call it Stern storming.
Sure.
Which is musicians jam out using a guitar and a drums, and they do a music jam, and everybody pretty much knows what that is. And what I do is open up Google Docs and talk to you about your backstory, the story of your business. We get into the stories of the benefits of the people that have used your business, and we do a writing jam. We literally have a writing jam session where we're going to collaborate and write better copy for all of your marketing.
Which is, I think, the one thing that for many business owners, we don't take a lot of time to go back into our story. Mm-hmm. And when we do create our website and all of the moving parts, visually, we can get it to look like what we want it to look like. But if we don't have the content nailed down, the messaging right on, people are going to check out our website and bounce right off of it.
Well, here's one of the things that I say over and over and again is write the book, then design the cover. Oh. Because immediately when I talk to people, they want to talk about like the front page of their website. I want this, and I want a slideshow, and I want this, and I want that. And I say, well, we don't know what that's going to be yet. We've got to figure out our sales funnels. We've got to figure out the main reason why your clients are doing business with you. What was it that you said to them? What is the main way that they're going to understand? Well, these are the benefits of what you do, and these are the needs and desires. These are the problems that you can solve.
So, right? Darrell, how do you get there? I mean, let's put that into practice.
Okay. Well, the first thing that we do is I will open up a document, and I will have a bunch of columns on it that say features, benefits, needs, desires, and patterns, okay? So a feature, we start with features because you know what your features are, and most people are always talking about their features. Well, we're a radio show. We're 2 hours long. We talk about, business, okay? Those are the features. But what's the benefit in the aftermath of having listened to this show?
Okay, so it's motivating. It's a community. Am I on the right track?
Well, right. I mean, every episode that you guys do, somebody came on here and taught something, and we learned something. We learned something new. We learned a fact. We learned something about something new in business. You might have a great accountant on here, and they teach you something about accounting.
Sure.
So if that happens, then we talk about, okay, well, what's the reverse engineering of that? In other words, here's the feature, here's the benefit, here's what they taught, right? But what question would someone ask that then that's the answer to?
Oh.
Okay. So to attract someone to this episode,
which
or let's say this segment of this episode,
and searching
would be searching for and Googling for and asking about, right? So I say, well, how do I manage payroll, or what happened with the employment tax code in Colorado this year or whatever? So I would say, hey, learn from this expert about the Colorado changes in the tax code this year or something like that. Watch this segment, and someone goes, wow, yeah, that's exactly what I need to know. What? Yeah. There's a change in that? I didn't know there was.
Oh, what an important piece of that column, Darrell, because I think we understand, okay, rather than talk about the features, we should talk about the benefits. But even that next step of driving people to our website that are having that question, I think that's the piece that right there. It's like the solid pillar to to what's missing.
Right. Well, I would say if you want home about us services, don't work with me because I'm not going to do it that way. I mean, the menus of our website say things like, gain more customers or increase your ROI. Or we worked with a company that makes robots and then picks the best robot for your assembly line. It was improve your cycle time. Was one of our menu items because this was a main need in that industry.
Right.
The benefit, they don't even know whether you're going to install a robot. They don't even know that yet, but they know that they're falling behind in their manufacturing cycle time. This is an issue that they need to solve. So you come in and you can even glance at the top of the website and say, well, yeah, that's a problem that we're having. Click, oh, wow, you can fix it.
The nice thing about your background and your experience in working with companies, Darrell, is your ability to draw out this information from a business owner. You would think that it would just roll off of our tongues, but we are so in the grind.
Absolutely.
That we're not thinking this way. And of course, then it's almost like we forget how to think about our business from a searching point of view.
Well, we want to tell you what we do.
Well, you want to tell us what we do. So I talk to people who say to me over and over again, but we're doing that. We are doing that. We do say that. We say that over and over again. And I say, well, maybe we're saying it wrong, or or we could say it in a different way, or we could switch the words around, or maybe there's a better word to describe that.
Yeah, if you're not getting the results that you're looking for.
If you're not getting the results, then let's change something. Let's change the language. Let's change the language that we're using, because language is really where everything goes. When you write even a Facebook post or a tweet or something like that, if it's poetry, if it's dramatic, if it moves me emotionally, and then we're going in research, okay, well, what are the hashtags, what are the mentions, what are the things that are in the industry that are trending, and combine that with words that really pull at your heartstrings and make you go, wow, this is what I need.
And even if you are attracting customers and you feel like, okay, we're getting the wrong customers, or they're not getting it, or they don't understand what we're doing, then somebody had said, well, if they're missing the mark, it's in your messaging. You're putting that in their space.
No, I have a joke, and it's just a joke. Okay, when I first met you guys,
for the FCC?
Well, yes, it is. Okay. So when I first met you guys, you kept saying, well, we make you more visible. We make you more visible, and I said, but you're on the radio. Right now, what I'm saying is, you keep on saying visibility, and then you say be on the radio, and I go, well, how am I visible on a radio? That's all. All I'm saying is that word, or the way that you're twisting that the way that you're saying that, we might be able to tinker with just that part, right? Now, for me, right, having joined Experience Pros, I gained the experience that I needed to become a true business professional, right? To me, the experience of and also working with professionals and getting the guidance from professionals. You have a Facebook group where I can ask any question about anything that is the growth of my business, and there's somebody there who has more experience than me in that particular area that can help answer my question. When I go to the leads group, it's not just people that are just handing me a lead because they have to hand leads and it's all rigid and structured and all that. These are people that are actually pulling me aside and saying, when you did that, you should probably do that differently, or let me give you some advice, along the way, along your journey of building your business. And that is so valuable.
Right. So you don't have to recreate the wheel and sit there and struggle. It's actually people are going to help you along.
Right. So you guys, this is really an experience. Is the experience of pushing yourself into the professional world of business. And that's what the benefit has been for me. So if we reverse engineered that, I came here 6 years ago. I didn't know anybody. 4 years ago when I joined up with you guys, I didn't know anybody here. So it wasn't just, going out and being visible. It was all of a sudden I had the experience of meeting people that I needed to meet, that I didn't even know that I needed to meet, to grow my business and to gain the experiences that I need to really run. Last year was the first year, the past 2 years, I dreamt of having a marketing agency where I'd manage big, huge projects and have people working with me and coordinating all this, blogs and videos and tweets and the whole thing. And I got to do it. And it's all because of you guys. And that is that has been so invaluable to me. And every day I'm learning more and I'm gaining more experience from the group and from you guys that are teaching me along the way. Because this is a constant learning process. So to me, the brand with all of this is, hey, not just get on the radio and be visible, but learn how to be on the radio. I mean, learn the field, have the experience of doing this. Because this first time you might go, oh my gosh, I didn't do that. So you do it again and you do it again and you get get the advice until finally, this experience is something that's now under your belt, and you might get invited to go on other radio shows or podcasts and all that.
Yeah.
And boom, you have that experience.
And boom, you have that experience. Well, we love watching your journey. Lots more coming out of the Stern.Marketing agency this year. But you can schedule your own 3-hour Stern storming session with Darrell. I highly recommend it.
Absolutely.
Darrell, how do people connect with you? How do they schedule their own Stern storming session?
Well, we launched a whole new landing page for Stern Storming. It's at Stern.Storming.com, or you can just give me a call at 303-353-4354.
Do that phone number one more time.
303-353-4354.
That's Darrell Stern.
No matter where you are in the country, you can Stern storm.
Absolutely. Darrell, thanks for joining us. We appreciate you and your input. Folks, don't go anywhere. We've got more positive business talk right after these messages. You're listening to Angel and Eric and Darrell Stern on the Experience Pros Radio Network.